Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Global Premier Football Show. This is our special edition for the World Cup, Qatar 2020. Shakil with me on the show. Welcome again, Shak.
Thank you.
All right, guys, it's first match day completed. Actually, today was the second match day because the first match day happened based on the first game, the opening ceremony, and the first game host country played. So we're just going to dive into it quickly and share our thoughts. You guys tell us what you think in the comment section. By the way, before we go ahead, click the like button, subscribe to this channel, and make this work. Worth it. It's football, it's FIFA World Cup. So let's make it all count. So do us the favor of hitting the like button and sharing with your friends. By the way, subscribe, click that button there, click it, click the bell button so that you'll be first to know whenever we release a new content. I was almost biting my tongue there. Anyway, I think it's all because of the emotion of talking about football. Shaq, Group A and B games done and dusted. What's your take? Let's look at Group A. In Group A, Ecuador played the host nations Qatar on Sunday, and today Senegal finished playing the Netherlands. Well, let's look at the first game, Ecuador and Qatar. 2-0 in favor of Ecuador. What do you make out of the game?
Yeah, I was surprised it was only 2-0 because because first of all, Qatar was playing really bad. They were struggling. I don't know, they had a lot of pressure on them, or it's just, the standard of football, Qatari football is so low that they couldn't. My number one complaint at the end of the game was, hey, I want them to have possession. It's the very basic thing when you play football. You keep the ball within your possession as much as you can.
Trust me, as easy that sounds, it's not easy, man.
I know it's not easy, but they're professional footballers.
Yeah, again, I'm sure. I mean, don't get me wrong. You're right in what you're saying. Keep the ball to yourself as long as you can. But again, I think there are a lot of pressure under them. This is their first ever World Cup. This is their last World Cup, probably, especially for those players right now playing and carrying the burden of the world. I mean, their country. Not actually, they also carry the burden of the world because all the things of the political things that have been going on.
They do have and the fans were chanting too in the crowd, the Ecuadorian fans. But coming back to the game, I was still surprised, even though they played really bad. It was still only 2-0, and both of the goals were, I think, they happened in the first 30 minutes of the game or less than that. And the other team, the Ecuadorian team, also started to play kind of, I don't know, they got tired. They were also sloppy times in the second half.
Yes.
But that was expected. We remember we talked about it. It's going to be 2-0 or 3-1.
I agree with you. The thing is that I think everyone knew that Ecuador is going to win. The quality of the players that the Ecuadorian team have is not compared to the quality that Qatar has. All Qatar players are playing Qatar, so they have not been challenged beyond their comfort zone of playing abroad, playing against these other guys, maybe, or even with them, like as we mentioned in the preview. And here again, 2-0 down in the first 30 minutes. Actually, it would have been 3-0. Can you please tell me, what do you make out of the that offside goal? What do you make out of it? Because before the video came up, I didn't know what was going on.
I think it's the same rule they used. There was a discussion similar to that they look at the line passing through the head of the whoever is
the Ecuadorian player.
Yeah, the Ecuadorian player, and the intention of the ball was to go. So they look at that player, the other player, because the other player was not going to be able to go make it to where the ball was going to go. So that they look also, they add the intention, which makes it it's more. It was not an offside on a regular day, right?
Yeah, I mean, there'll be a lot of scrutiny in this World Cup, with all the new technology that is being put in place for this World Cup. But anyway, at the end of the day, Ecuador 2, Qatar 0.
Yeah,
And
sorry, I was just gonna add there were actually Qatar had two really good chances. One was I
they
think
squandered it.
in the end of first half when the cross came in. It was really good cross. He
Yes.
couldn't the striker couldn't finish it, and the second half the ball went on top of the goalpost.
Yeah. I mean, imagine if they had that and they got 2-2. Wow, that would have been a different ball game.
True.
But let's go ahead to the next one, because everything we need to look at Group A in general, and then we'll talk about Group B. Senegal played Netherlands today. I was
Yeah,
very disappointed with that game,
yeah, I was
honestly
disappointed.
speaking.
Yeah,
Honestly, but from both sides. I mean, Senegal, we are more. They played below what I expected them to play today. Do you remember that time that Frankie de Jong had Mendy just right in front of him?
yeah.
I don't know what he was trying to do, but again, that shows how open the Senegalese defense was, that allowed that ball to come through, because it came from Bagua into the middle and then from the middle forward. Now, I mean, is it that Senegal have been struck down by the absence of money? What do you think happened there?
Yeah, for sure. Mane, absence of Mane. Senegal still has good players. Koulibaly, their keeper, Mendy, a bunch of.
Mendy was below par today. He was below par. He didn't perform well. The two goals was his fault, I would say.
True. Yes, I mean, yeah, he has been struggling a lot.
Yeah.
The Kappa thing, and the Kappa got injured, so he came
Yeah,
back.
I
Otherwise,
mean,
I don't think he
again,
had any chance to come back.
I think he did not have any chance to come back. And again, he's now been, talking about his what's it called? His contract. His contract is been put on hold. So maybe he's playing this World Cup to get a better deal elsewhere. But again, the two goals were very. I mean, this is the reigning world best goalkeeper at the moment.
His decision making is not good. Like few times he tries to clear the ball with the punch, and it looks like he doesn't know if he's gonna ever make it. He's like half there, half not there. And one time the ball came in and he ran towards. I think that was really risky, but he got lucky that it was offside anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, coming back, Senegal had good chances. The same thing they had. I think they had some crosses. The other keeper, Netherlands keeper.
He put in a good performance
He
today.
he. My
He put
number
in a
one
good
my
performance.
number one complaint for Senegal was they were taking. If you look at the XG for Senegal, they had more shots, but the XG was really low, which means
Yeah.
they just tried to shot outside the 18 yards box.
Yeah.
And it
Just for
doesn't like,
shooting sake.
yeah, it doesn't work like that. You have to be more threatful and come inside the box. I think what happened in the second half, I don't know. Netherlands started 3 in the back, but in the second half they were 5 in the back.
Yeah, that's what they do, the transition from when they are defending and drop very deep with back five.
Yeah, and what happened is that. Yeah, go on.
I think that's Van Gaal's style and approach. I don't know how far that will carry them through, because again, Senegal was able to cut in through, but the finishing was not good. The final third, work from Senegal was below what it was, just below average.
Yeah,
I mean, besides the goalkeeper did well too.
True. Goalkeeper, he did save two goals were really good saves.
Anyway, we're not going to dwell on Group A for long. Let's move on to what's happening. By the way, in Group A right now, the Netherlands are number one, on top, 2-0, 3 points plus 2 goals. Ecuador, 2 points, 3 points and 2 goals. Senegal and Qatar, 0.0 goals. So again, Senegal plays Ecuador next game. That's
Yep.
their chance.
Yeah,
If they
that
draw,
puts a lot of pressure.
if they draw that game, they're out of the competition. There's no two
Yep.
ways about it.
There's no
There's no
two
two
ways.
ways about it. Well, all the best to Senegal. I hope they qualify from that group. And if they're qualifying, peradventure they might be playing England in the round of 16. Let's go to Group B. Group B happened with England thrashing Iran 6-2. For me, it was a little boring of a game for me because Iran packing the balls as if they are playing a league match to avoid relegation, and just go out there and play the game. If you lose, you lose. You lose honorably, and people will know that you are working hard and fighting. But they just sat back and like Carlos Queiroz, what are you doing? What are you doing here? What do you think about that game? I mean, England came out trouncing, and the big surprise for that game is that Harry Kane did not score a goal, but he was magnificent. He was creating chances.
He did.
He assisted, a couple of goals to them. That was very good to see him do.
Yeah, I actually didn't watch the first half, but the only takeaway for me is like England is gonna be flying high with the win, but
I know where you're going with
Iran, I
it.
think did poor, really poor. Yeah.
Yeah, they were poor. England always fly high and then they are shut down.
And
like
then they suddenly they're gonna shut down. That's what happened. That's pretty normal. But what I saw that a lot of stars, they have lots of players that they play in Premier League. You watch every weekend in and out.
Yeah,
like Kevin Trippier and
they really played well
Saka.
today.
Yeah, they like they represent every big club, each player. So
yeah,
good win for them, and I think they're gonna struggle in not in their group, but later on for sure, because they cannot handle the pressure.
yes, I agree with you. I mean, there's nothing to talk about in England-Iran game because it was just a one-sided game. England always kept going forward. Sometimes I was like, Iran, what are you guys here for? You guys here to watch the Khalifa Stadium, or what is it that you're here for? Go out there, put in the work. And sometimes when they ventured out, they were able to get a couple of stuff. They got 2 goals back. But again, it's all about, it's a one-time thing. This is a competition. This is a tournament. It's not a league game. You don't have like 5 games to go to know if you're going to make it to the next round. No, you only have 3. Yeah. And the moment you start losing your first game, basically your next game, you're already under a lot of pressure to perform, to be able to, qualify for the next round. Anyway, let's move on to the last match of the day, which was between the United States and Wales. Wonderful game. The US surprised me. I thought I wanted them to win, but again, they could not handle it. What do you think?
United States started really strong, really good football to watch. One of the chances they had was I don't know his name, but there was a through ball came in, and the first touch was really beautiful, and then the cross in, Wales defender headed, and then it was going inside the goal.
Yeah.
And I was jokingly saying to my friend, if that did go inside, it was going to be the best own goal of the tournament.
Yeah, what do you make of Christian Pulisic? See that pass he gave, that was a magnificent through ball that he gave to Timothy Weah. By the way, Timothy Weah's father is the president of Liberia. He was he was born in the US. That's why he's representing the United States. But his father is a president in an African country, Liberia. So football family. His father is the only African that had won the Ballon d'Or, the world best player, and all of that. When he was playing for AC Milan. But anyway, the Wales came back into the game in second half.
They did, yes. The first half they were down. I think so. There was one more thing I was gonna in the Netherlands and Senegal. The crowd was. I'm not going back to discuss, but the crowd was dead. Like there was nothing. But I think in Wales and United States, Wales had a way better crowd, and they did bring them back in the game.
Yeah, the UK fans were not disappointed. That's what for sure. United Kingdom fans will not disappoint. And again, the fans, I love that the fans, when they make noise and when they're always cheering and staying in the game. But I was impressed with Wales' performance in the second half of the game.
Yeah, and they actually had more chances. There was a header that was saved, and I think there was another header after, which was also saved. But yeah, they had more chances um, in the second half. They could have won the game.
I think this draw makes this group very interesting. Yeah, Iran has lost, but again, there will be 3 teams fighting to qualify from this group. So I'm glad that Wales won, because even though that England beat Iran, they will have a tough game against the United States and also against Wales. So imagine, I don't know what may happen in the US and England game, but that would be a game to watch, because anyone that loses that game is 1 foot away of the tournament. So
True.
You never know. So as it stands now, England is number 1 in the group, with 3 points, 6 goals, 4 goals advantage, and then United States and Wales share the second and third 1 point each, 1 goal apiece. Iran have a lot of work to do. I think they're almost out of the tournament by the margin and number of goals that they lost with.
Yeah.
6 goals, considered, scored 2, so they have a disadvantage of, goal difference of -4. But it's building up. I hopefully think that the momentum for this World Cup will keep building up, because honestly speaking, it's been, you never feel that, the past World Cups, there's a feeling you get during a World Cup. This time it's a little bit strange, but I hope that the games will continue.
Yeah, they will pick up. The best thing that I like so far is their stadiums are really good. Of course, they spend a lot of money on it.
Of course.
Yeah. But yeah.
Anyway, guys, that's all we have for now. The next games that will be coming. Shaq, what do we have in the next games coming?
Okay, so next game is Argentina and Saudi Arabia.
That's a one-sided game.
That's the
like
one.
England,
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Mexico and Poland.
I don't know what's going to happen in that game, but I hope. Vamos, Mexico. Vamos, 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 Mexico. Come on.
And then Denmark and Tunisia.
That would be a one-sided one. I think
Denmark has a really good team, so it's going to be one side. France versus
Australia. I think it would be a one-sided one too. Australia might put a performance because they have players playing in Europe, but again, I think France will win. Yeah, France has a good squad, even though the players are injured, but still. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, this all we have for you today, and we'll be bringing you more and more of the World Cup as the games unfold. Sit tight, enjoy the World Cup. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. That's all for us from here. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your day wherever you are.